We are back, and I want to talk about. I don't think I spoke about this before, but I probably have, but I don't remember. But I want to talk about how everything I've done to get me started, to fuel me, to get going, was because of hoes. And I know you're wondering, like, what the fuck? What do you mean hoes? The whole reason I got in shape, the whole reason I got tattoos, the whole reason I want more money, the whole reason I want more status, the whole reason I want to be better is to get more women. And that was the main reason why I started everything I just said. Self-development, getting money, living in Colombia to get women. Everything I've done was for women, literally. And if you think about it, any other guy is the same way. Every influencer, everybody online that's a dude, obviously, does it for women and does it for validation of women as well. But most of the times, we as men, we want the shit that ends up getting us more fucking dudes. Like, it's not even women don't give a shit. But obviously, in today's day, 2026, a lot of women think like that. A lot of women, a lot of social media, everybody's just, it's now being normalized to have a guy that has everything, that he's, that he's well equipped, he has money, he has looks, he has status. And that's what most women nowadays are going after. But obviously there's still women out there that don't give a shit about none of that. But majority of women do. Majority of the good looking women do. Because ugly women don't give a shit, honestly. Because they're ugly and they just want to be accepted by somebody. And good looking women know what they have, they know what they can get, so they want the best out of a dude because they know their worth based off the looks. And yeah, that was me. And so obviously I slowly realized that, and I slowly changed my mindset. Instead of all being about hoes, all being about me getting laid, it's now about serving others, and it's now about serving God. And before, obviously, like everything, I'm not gonna say it wasn't a bad thing, and I guess it was part of my journey to realize that. It was what got me the fuel ever since I was a kid. My whole story was about hoes. Like, I literally wanted to be around the cool guys in high school just so I could get hoes. And I literally wanted to look fresh, have the best, designer clothes to get hoes. And the same shit, car, money, stack bread, have a house to get hoes. Tattoos to get hoes. Validation from hoes. Status from hoes. Everything that I did to get me started, to give me the hunger, was for hoes. And like I said, that was part of my journey, and I'm not gonna repeat it again because I just realized I said that shit over. But my whole life was just about hoes, and now I'm at a different point in my life that it's not about hoes anymore. Like I said, it's now about serving somebody else. Like, how can I provide something? What kind of value can I provide to another human being that's gonna help them? And this video is gonna help you realize it's not about hoes. Yes, it could be a good thing to get started. It could be like an insecurity to get validation from hoes, from women, and get you started. But then later on, you gotta realize that's not it. But you gotta realize, as soon as possible. Because if you realize 50 years later, you just wasted 50 fucking years of your life, and now you're like, man, I wish I would have known that earlier. And that's the thing about me. I'm glad I could realize. Well, I wish I could realize way faster, but it does take me a while to realize. But it's not like decades. 20 years, 30 years go by, and then I realize this. I started to realize about a year ago. Almost a year ago, when I became celibate. And I started to look back at my life, and every drive, everything that got me the whole reason why the fuel was being fueled was because I wanted to get laid. I wanted bad, I wanted hoes. I wanted rotation. I wanted, the best looking hoes next to me, and then I get that validation from other hoes. Then I get validation from my peers. Then I get my ego up fucking here. But then I realize none of that shit fucking matters. Nobody gives a shit. But people might give a shit for 5 minutes, but then you're not even in their mind. Then they don't give a fuck about you. Then they go on with their day. They got issues. They're whatever the fuck they got going on. They don't give a shit. But that's you, and that was me for a while. That I thought I was the main character. I thought I needed validation from hoes, from people. I needed more. I needed sex from hot girls just so I could feel good and tell my homeboys that, I hit that. And that got me nowhere. I wouldn't say it got me nowhere, but it got me, to fuel my car up to keep going. But it's crazy I say that analogy, because if you realize I was driving and then I was fueling my car with, the fuel of, I'm gonna get laid if I do this, I'm gonna get more hoes, I'm gonna get validation. But obviously, after fueling it with that a lot, I finally started to realize that was the wrong, fuel. I upgraded to 93 now, which I guess you could say that was a shitty fuel. I upgraded to a fuel that's sustainable and it has a purpose, it has a meaning. I'm serving the world. I'm not just serving my selfish desires, my lust, my validation. I'm actually serving other people. And like I said, this video should help you realize a lot sooner. And I wish I learned a lot sooner. But I'm glad I went through that so I could learn from it. But obviously you want to learn from it. You want to, go through it and learn as fast as you can. Like, go through it as quick as you can and get the fuck out of it as quick as you can. But most people, everybody's, they get into it and 50 years, 60 years, or probably never realize that was their problem. And in today's day, obviously the ego is what holds everybody back, including myself. It's just your enemy, yourself. You're thinking you are your own enemy. Until you get called out, until you finally start to fucking realize what the fuck you're doing. It's gonna take you years. It might take you, how fast you pick up on it. And for me, it's not the fastest, but I still get like I still get like a mental clarity. But like I said, you want to use it for fuel, but you also want to, outgrow that shitty habit and move on and become a better person. And that's what I went through. And yeah, all of my videos, everything I talk about, this is a raw video. This was me. Everything I did, it was for hoes, to get laid, get that quick pleasure. Get that and then go on with my day, and then feel guilt, and then crave that shit back again, and do it again. That goes away, and then I want to do it again. And it's just like it's like drinking or smoking weed. You get that soberness. You feel like shit, so you gotta get that again. So that's how sex is, and it's the hardest one. And every man struggles with this shit every day. So it's a daily war, especially for me. I still battle with that shit every single day. I still crave it. I still have thoughts of like my mind is still like, man, like, bro, you've been doing this shit for a year, bro. Like, you're not a slave to it. You could, you could go have a quick one with a girl, like, you're not a slave to it, so you could do it again. And it's the same shit with junk food. Like, I'm literally on a cut right now on 60 days. And my mind is telling me, yo, you need a refeed. Yo, you need, you can eat some pizza today. Yo, like, like, this shit ain't gonna hurt, But that's your brain, that's your enemy, your own fucking head fooling you to going back into it. So, you wake the fuck up. I hope this video helps you. And I hope you realize that your brain is your own enemy. And if you are doing some bad shit for a bad reason, realize it and move on and elevate your thinking and change your mind and realize you're doing it for a different purpose. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Happy Sunday, happy Mother's Day. Today is May 10th, and I'll see you guys next